I think 6,000 children up on this platform from what I've heard, something like that. Anyway, and that they were really ministered to the church. Well, she's now just working with the, I think, fourth, fifth, and sixth graders, I believe. But she's just got them turned on, as you might expect, and they're going to share and minister to us tonight with kind of a fun little musical called Hey God Listen.
The sun's so warm coming through the window, and I know that all is well as long as you're watching over us. I haven't always known you're watching over us until one day I really needed someone to listen. And you know, God, you were the only one who understood me.
Maybe the Tooth Fairy or the Easter Bunny helped a little.
Everybody needs somebody to listen to them, and God will go on. Everybody needs somebody to listen to
back to forming the earth. I never was sure what they meant when they said the earth was without form and void. I meant to ask Dad about it yesterday morning, but my little sister spilled her orange juice, so that morning was shot, if you know what I mean. Anyway, God, my dad probably wouldn't remember anything about you forming the earth. I believe that was before even he was born. Don't get so excited about you as I do. Maybe so stuck to them. But just think, I got someone to listen to me all the time. You know, God, Santa told me this was at Christmas, and don't you tell anyone. But I'm not really sure about him. Wonder what would happen, God, if I ran in the bedroom howling. God really created Earth, and he always listens to us. Hey, Mom, listen. But you know, God, they did tell me I could talk to you any time, no matter how early or how late. Guess you don't need much sleep like them, huh, God? So I've been trying to stay awake till midnight just to see if you really listen that late.
God, do you ever
meaning to ask you about the trees you made. How did you ever make them so strong, God? You know, the one in my backyard holds my tree house, my swing, and me. It keeps me cool on hot days, and I can eat my peanut butter sandwich under it. You know, God, I just don't think we could do without trees. My mom says she couldn't do without her dishwasher, but I really think trees are more important. When you made the flowers, how come you let some go wild and then make us plant some others? I asked Mom about it, but she said she'd have to think about it. So maybe you'd better have someone else to tell me about it. Say, they could tell us about it on TV, couldn't they? Come to think of it, they don't talk about you much on TV, do they, God? Maybe they don't know you, or maybe they know you and just don't want people to know that you're their friend. Or maybe their friends don't know you, and they don't want to embarrass them by talking about you. That makes sense, huh, God? I'll bet that's it.
You remember when the men walked on the moon, God, and how excited everyone was about it? Well, maybe I ought to tell them that you had to make that moon before they could walk on it. But then again, maybe I'd better not. You know, big people don't like little people to tell them things, especially if it's something they already know. Maybe they just don't think it's important right now to tell people about you. You know, God, they are awfully busy talking about getting rid of pollution, whoever he is. Well, don't you tell anyone I don't know who he is, God. That would really make me look dumb. Anyway, they'll probably get around to talking about you after they get Mr. Pollution taken care of.
Nobody
thank you that they were born? Maybe they just don't think about it anymore. Well, God, I'm sure glad you remembered to create me, 'cause if you hadn't, I couldn't eat ice cream, wiggle my toes in the mud, or talk to you, God. Then you might not have anybody to listen to. Well, God, thanks for remembering me.
Thank God for remembering me. Thank God for letting me be happy eating ice cream and wiggling my toes in the squishy mud and catching a bug that flows. Thank God for remembering me. For remembering me. Thank God for letting me be. For letting me be happy in my love song and running barefoot, talking to you, God, with my face full of good. Thank God. Thank God for remembering me. For remembering me. Thank God. Thank God for remembering me.
Anyway, God, my teacher said she was really fed up with me using anyway, and you know. But I know you don't mind me using it all the time. You know, God, you're the only person I know who loves me just like I am, and that's great. Dad loves me when I make the tea, boy learns to shoot a gun. Mom loves me when I eat good grades, she even calls me hen. My teacher loves me when I shoot and don't run in the hall. But God, you love me like I am, dirty face and all. Oh, God loves me just like I am. God loves me just like I am. My teacher loves me when I'm good and don't run in the hall. But God, you love me like I am, dirty face and all.
My brother loves me when I let him play with my new toys. My sister loves me if I don't tease her about the boys. My coach, he loves me when he thinks I'm the ball. But God, you love me like I am, dirty hands and all.
God loves me just like I am. God loves me just like I am.
My coach, he loves me when he thinks I'm really on the ball. But God, you love me like I am, dirty hands and all. My preacher loves me when he knows I keep the golden rule. My sweetheart loves me 'cause she thinks that I am really cool. My Sunday school teacher loves me when I never show up late. But God, you love me like I am, and that is really great.
God loves me just like I am. God loves me just like I am.
My Sunday school teacher loves me when I never show up late. But God, you love me like I am, and that is really great.
My friend, she loves me when I let her lick my ice cream cone. My little doggie loves me when I have a gypsy bone. My neighbor loves me when I don't play in her driveway. But God, you love me like I am every single day. Oh, God loves me just like I am. day, God, Sunday. Everyone is in a hurry to eat breakfast, get dressed, and rush to church. I'm not real sure why you always have to hurry when we go to church. Maybe you won't be there for late. Well, anyway, I'm always glad to see my Sunday school teacher. She's really cool, God. She does try to listen, but she has an awful lot to do. Taking rolls, collecting your money. Oh, what do you do with all that money, God? You must get a whole lot, especially pennies. That's because we love you so much, God.
Anyway, God, my teacher doesn't get much time to listen. Because last Sunday we were singing Jesus Loves Me, and I kept raising my hand to sing I Love Jesus. Well, she finally looked at me with my hand in the air and told me to run on the bathroom. You know, that's what they always tell us when we raise our hands, God. Anyway, God, does anyone ever tell you that they love you?
Hey God, I really love you. Hey God, I really do. Hey God, I really love you. And I know you love me too. Yes, you do. You gave me my mother. You gave me my dad. You gave me a little sister and a little friend named Ned. I really love you. You love me too. I try to tell my friends about you, but they're too busy with all that they do. I say to them, do you know God? They look embarrassed and sometimes don't. Do they love you? Do they love you? I really do. You are real to me. You are my friend. You always have on you to bend. You never slumber. You never rest. And you never mind me being a pest. I really love you. You love me too. You love me too. I know you do. I know you do.
You know, God, it's not just big people that don't listen. Some little people don't either. Because last week when our teacher was telling us about Jacob and his sons, well, she asked us the name of some of his sons, and my friend hollered out, George! Now, God, you know my friend hadn't listened, or he would have known that George belonged to Noah. Didn't he, God? Or was he Moses' son? Oh, well, it really doesn't matter, God. We all belong to you, and that's really what counts.
Then on another Sunday, God, my teacher was telling us a story about Abraham and Sarah having a baby when Sarah was 90 years old. Now, God, nobody was listening to her when she said that, or they would have giggled, because everybody knows that that's too old to have a baby.
And another time, when we were making pups, God, my friend, you know the one that thought George belonged to Jacob? Well, he kept putting a belly button on Abraham and it kept falling off. See, God, he wasn't listening that time either, because the teacher didn't tell us to put belly buttons on the puppets. Anyway, God, what's so great about a belly button, especially if it keeps falling off?
Well, thanks, God, for listening again. It's great to know you always have time to listen. I'm sure glad you don't have a job, have to mow the yard, go to the club, and all that stuff. Or you wouldn't have time to listen to me either, would you, God?
tell